Hey guys, back out at my range today. Today we're going to be shooting the Benjamin Marauder. You may have seen the intro to this rifle on my channel. If not, check it out. This is the Benjamin Marauder PCP 25 cal air rifle. Real quick, I'm going to go over something. So this rifle is regulated, so that means that you can fill the air reservoir, and the regulator will help ensure the amount of air that comes out of your gun shot after shot is consistent until ultimately reaching a dramatic low point at which there is not enough air to support the output that you have on your settings. This is referred to as dropping off the reg. I like to keep my air gun at 1500 to 2000 psi due to the fact that I use a hand pump and I get about 500 psi for 50 pumps. I have found that I use about 500 psi for every 10 shots at my current settings, which means after 2 magazines, which is 16 shots, I have to pump an average of 750 to 1000 psi back into my air rifle in order to keep the air regulator consistent, which means that every 2 magazines I'm pumping 75 to 100 pumps, and the higher the psi that I'm trying to pump to, the harder it is to pump. Now you can see why I like to only shoot between 1500 and 2000 psi on average. If you get an air tank like a scuba tank or an electric air pump, this process is a lot easier, but that costs an extra 500 or even more in most cases. So I'm there now. I'm at 2000 psi on the reg. You can see that 2. That's what that 2 means. So we're going to go ahead and shoot our 30-yard shot group for our 0. I like the 0 at 30 yards. Most of my shots between 15 and 75, so the 30-yard 0 works perfect. Understanding your regulator settings is important because it affects your velocity. And if you're going to make a ballistics chart for this, you need to keep an eye on your regulator pressure and know that as long as it's between 1500 in my case, 2000 in my case, that my velocities are going to stay the same. Between that 1500 and 2000 psi, my velocities are going to stay right around 750 feet per second. So I'll know that when I'm looking at my ballistics chart, all my velocities are going to be at the muzzle, 750 feet per second. We're going to go ahead and shoot that 0 group. So this is 30 yards. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this group for the 0. Dead center. About 3 inches high. See where this puts me. Up just a little bit. You can go left to click. So now is when you check, make sure your regulator's still on. I'm still above 1500, so I'm going to keep shooting. Go left a little bit, down a little bit. Oh, that's beautiful. So we're 0 to 30. I'm still at 1700 psi. So I'm going to refill a little bit. We're going to shoot some beer cans. Check this out. Alright, so we just shot the one at 30 yards. We're going to shoot the one at 50 yards now. Out there. Got a GoPro on it, so I got to shoot quick. I've put in the information for my 750 yard or my 750 velocity. So we got at 50 yards. I know I'm at 50 yards, so that's gonna put me at 1.29 mils in drop. You see that right there, 1.29 mils in drop. So I'm gonna aim over, which is called a holdover. We're gonna go from there. Alright, so here's the group that I shot earlier. That was my last shot, my 0 verification. This was me dialing in, so I shot there, tuned down, came over here, realized I was shooting right just a little bit, dialed left and down a little bit, and then I hit there. So that was my 0 verification. Everybody's different. If you have the FX Impact or an FX Crown, you can tune these things up to shoot slugs, and you can shoot everything just like you would a 22. They're a lot of money. This is a nice little budget setup. I have this hand pump I use. Everything's pretty cheap. Well, it's budget friendly, and it gets the job done for me. So I might only get 16 shots before I got to refill But I'm not doing a whole lot of shooting out here. I'm, you know, basically just shooting targets for fun, or I'm shooting a crow off the garden or something like that here and there. But that's it, man. That's why I do what I do, and that's why I have this air rifle. A lot of times if you live in urban environments, if you're outside the city, you know, in the county, and you just have close by neighbors, this thing's quiet. You can shoot it all day, you can shoot it at night, you know, whatever. Doesn't bother the neighbors. All right, y'all, thanks for watching the videos today. I had a blast. Stay tuned for some more videos. Thanks, peace.